turn it up, hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining.
It's week 16 of the NFL. Coming up, we've got Jimmy Garoppolo, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Vikings and the Giants. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We run. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Cousins. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On play action, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. They could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Third down, here's Patterson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, he gets it to Thomas.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A give up the middle to Akers. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Going right back to Akers. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Cousins. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The Vikings had 3 and 11 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than a partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt it.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And that flag accepted. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Here we go.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, and that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better again. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become... That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. On second down, here's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with Patterson. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Garoppolo now. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 6 yards left on second down. Now Garoppolo. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
21.
He'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Ball start. Offense.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
I got this. 21. Here we go. 11. Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
21. Wait.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15.
Hey, come on.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Patterson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Cordell Patterson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Cousins to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
65.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Taken down at number 49.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. Seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Giants.
Now Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins now from the 50. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
Gain of 14. 1st down, New York.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
From the red zone now, Cousins eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The take, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 30 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting